Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy the Memphis XL, right back at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! And every day for 100 days we're dealing with a different deck every single day. Today everybody, day 38, we're taking a look at a normal pendulum deck, which I like to call Babyface. That's the name of this deck, it's Babyface. On one hand, we're playing normal pendulum monsters, trying to go for normal pendulums, pendulums to normally monsters, gain some effects from the Stag Dragoons and the regular, mostly the Dragoons who are giving our monsters additional effects. Going for many a play here. It will go for softball there, but if my opponent won't play softball, we play the hardball. That's right, we got the triple skill drain, because that's at 3 now. We're also playing Waking the Dragon. We're playing a little counter to the current mindset of everybody online. You know, if they're going to play spell trap removal, well, they're going to have to play around this thing. So, we got our deck here today. We're going to show it off, show you how it works. Real quick, the deck list, and then into the duels. So far, main deck today, we have 3 copies of Lancer Fufadubadoo. We have 2 copies of Dragon Horn Hunter. We have 2 Focalt's Cannon, 3 Sky Dragoons Draconia, 3 Master Pendulum of a Draco Slayer, 3 Dragoons of Draconia, 3 Magicalabra, 1 Hallow, and 3 Sea Dragoons of Draconia. We have Unexpected Die at 3, Summoner's Art at 3, Heart of the Underdog at 3, Flawless Perfection of the Tenyi at 2. We have 3 Waking of the Dragon and 3 Skill Drain. Add to the extra deck, we have Link Spider, Masquerena, Proxy Dragon, Nightmare Unicorn, Draco Masters of the Tenyi, Axis Code Talker, 1 Baguska, 1 Photon Strike Bouncer. We have Metaphys Horus, we have Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, Borlode Savage Dragon, 1 Trishula Dragon, the Ice Barrier. We have Nirvana High Paladin, and for our targets of Waking the Dragon, we have Last Warrior from the Other Planet, and everyone's least favorite fusion monster. As for the side deck, we have other things. You know, there's Vector Pendulum. If you find yourself in a Pendulum Mirror match, this is good because it negates the effects of your opponent's Pendulum scales. It's very nice. If you want to go for some Tenyi things, that can be very useful as well. I didn't run them because it's a little counterintuitive to the deck, but Nahada is not a bad choice considering it's a hand trap for normie monsters. Sathana doesn't work as well, but Nahada does, so that's an option there. Any rank, or I should say level 9 Synchro can work. If you don't want Trish, you got Crocosaur, and, you know, Crocosaur, he gets you some more draws. He has some pops to him. I don't feel you need more draw. We already have a lot of draw in here, but it could if you wanted. The Utopia package is always welcome. I didn't run it because that's a little too commonly played, I would say. Same for Avramax. I usually like Avramax, but we're going for Access Code Talker this time around. As well, there's this thing, Tyrant's Throws. You tribute 2 normals. Neither player can normal or special summon effect monsters. Something we can play around. Our opponent, not so much. So that's our deck today. Let's go ahead into EDO Pro, show the deck off, show you how it works, and we'll have ourselves a good old time with Skill Drain. Alrighty, our first opponent, another day, another card. Again, we do want to go first in this deck for many reasons. And this opening hand is a good example as to why. Alrighty, I don't have another level 4, which is unfortunate, but we have a decent enough start. So we're going to go for Unexpected Die. Summons a normie from the deck. As you can imagine, that's pretty important. And in this particular situation, since I don't have any sort of, more plays I can do, I'm going to go for the Sea Dragoons of Draconia. It has the most defense out of the things we can summon from the deck. And I'm not going to activate my scales yet. That's just asking to be hit by, Harpy's Feather Duster. Things like that. We'll set die, and we'll pass. You know, the whole idea of this deck is go first, get things set up. If you get Skill Drain, obviously, that's really good. We're playing normie monsters. We're unaffected by Skill Drain, unaffected by things like Forbidden Droplet, things like that. They don't work on our cards. You know, it plays around what most people play against. People are thinking, stop those monster effects. He's going to have all these monster effects stopping things. Well, it ain't going to work on us. No siree. All I need to do now is just get things stopped. It'd also be nice if I could get my, Waken the Dragon, because that plays around the current mentality of the game. Now that skill drains at 3, everyone wants that monster, or not the monster, they want the spell, trap, and destruction. And we're playing around that. So we're going to go for Flawless Perfection. Since my opponent special summoned an effect monster, once per turn, I get to draw 2. Is very nice. And he's playing Ancient Gears. Alrighty. Well, he doesn't have Golem, so he can't go for Big Boy yet. Unless he has a means of getting out the Golem, which is not something Ancient Gears have a big problem with. Not too huge of an issue. Alright, so you're gonna got some rank 8 action here. That could be problem if he goes for who I think he's going for. That being Mr. Hope Harbinger. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll see what my opponent's doing. Ancient Gears don't got no rank 8s. Yep. Should have figured. First thing he goes for, Hope Harbinger. But we can get around that to a degree, so he's going to go for the fusion. Only thing he can make is Howitzer. Which is good. I mean, Howitzer, pretty nasty dude. He can burn me 1,000. He's unaffected. And if I kill it, he gets the Golem. Of course, if he does summon the Golem, I get to draw 2 cards. So, not too shabby. A little bit tricky right now. But we can get around things. You know, Monster's in the extra deck now. I don't need to worry about him doing nothing there. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is immediately go for our unexpected die. He has Spell Trap and Negation. We'll see if he uses it. He will not use it. Alrighty, that is absolutely fine. We're going to go for Magicalabra. Because Magicalabra is, in fact, a tuner monster. He can also change monsters' levels, which is how we're able to go into things like Trishula. Let's see. Target face-up Spell Trap. He doesn't have none of those. That will work. So we're going to save that one. So we're going to activate our 7 scale. We'll see what he negates. He only has the 1 negate. So now what we're going to do is activate our low scale. He doesn't know what we have. And, okay, he's not going to negate anything. Neato. So let's summon everything. And hope he doesn't have Bottomless Trap Hole or Solemn Strike. Neither of those would be good. We're just going to summon everybody. Hello. How's it going? I have a dragon. It's not quite a dragon. It's a winged beast, but it looks like it's called the Sky Dragoons of Draconia. Excuse me if it sounds like a freaking dragon. Alright. So, the big question here is, do I go for Access Code Talker, or do I go for Draco Berserker of Tenyi? Both of these are not bad ideas. Let me think. What's your attack? Your attack is 3,000, though. So I kind of have to go for Access Code Talker here. Only because I don't have any other options. So we're going to go ahead and make Mascarena. It will make our Peroxy Dragon. I'll also make this guy. Draco, let me think. Can you destroy a battle? No other effect monsters. Destroy effects up to the non-effect monsters you control. An interesting idea. I kind of like Access Code better, though. But this is not bad either. But for now, we're going to go ahead into our Peroxy Dragon. And we are going to make Access Code Talker. Draco Master's good too, but, you know, this guy's unaffected by stuff anyway, so it's not a big deal. It's like, I'm going to have to beat into him at some point anyway. So let's go ahead and banish card to pop his Hope Harbinger. And, should I do something about his set cards? I probably should, yeah. I should probably at least get rid of one of these. What is this? Cross-dimensional duel. Okay. That is a thing. So let's go ahead and attack into the Howitzer. This will allow him to get a monster. I probably should have attacked with Calabra, actually, but this works just as well. I mean, he'll get an Ancient Gear. What's he going to summon after this? Ancient Gear Golem. Ultimate Pound. I see. Let me think about this, yeah. Alright, that's fine. We'll let our opponent go. End phase, full count would destroy a face-up spell trap, but we don't want to do this. That would be a bad thing. Alright. So now he's got the ultimate pound. He's going to beat into my Magicalabra. But that's fine. Not a big deal. Magicalabra can just come back later. All I need is a level 4 monster and I can make, like, stuff. Okay, Hallow. Brain of Tallow. That will work perfectly. I like this guy because he's level 3. It helps me make Trish a little bit. It also lets me make my Metaphys Horus. So that's what we're going to do. Make Metaphys Horus. Be like, hello, a big bird. Caw. And since I use, what was it, Normal Monster, Unaffected, and Pendulum, I can have my opponent give me one of his monsters. So, yeah. We're going to make him give me a card, and I'm going to make my monster immune. So now he must give me his own monster. See, it all worked out, you know. He got to do some damage. I'm fine with my opponent doing some damage. I only need 1 life point to win the duel. So it's all good. So I can't attack with a pound, but that's fine. I don't need to attack with it. So that's going to be game right there, unless this is like a battle trap last minute. Of course it was, but it don't work on Horus, and it don't work on Axis Code Talker, so it's all good. You really should have, you know, Quaking is good, but Storming better. So, there's a nice quick duel with our deck. You get an idea of what we're trying to do. You know, go for the scales, summon as much as you can, make a big link, make some exceeds, some synchros, whatever you can do, and just go for it. Nice, simple, clean fun. So, let's go for duel number 2. Try to do some of the trolly things, because it's babyface or nothing here. So let's go for duel 2. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. We don't get to pick, but, you know, that's what it is. Alright, an interesting hand. I do have Heart of the Underdog. This is amazing draw power. We can draw at the wazoo, depending on what we draw into. Basically, Heart of the Underdog. I draw normally during the draw phase, reveal it, draw again. And again and again and again until I draw a non-normie, or I just decide not to draw no more. It's a really nice card. So we're up against, couldn't tell you, some kind of Pendulum deck. Some kind of Pendulum. From one of them Pendulum decks that wants to do something. And you can tell he cares about the extra deck because he only banished 3 cards. See, if he didn't care about the extra deck, he'd banish 6 cards. Alrighty, what is he going to get? Solemn Johnson? Does Solemn Judgment work on multiples? Yes, it does. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Unfortunately, my scales right now are not the best scales. I mean, I've got a monster that's bigger than this, so that's something. Alright. Supreme King Soul. Oh, this is a new card. Behalf of your life, summon a Zark from the extra deck, ignoring its summon condition. Negate effect, reduce the activity to the end phase of this turn. Opponent activates a spell or effect, banishes card from the grave, and Supreme summon up to 4. Okay, so if I play a spell card, this turn he can summon stuff. Okay, I can play around that. Let's go for mother flipping Master Pendulum. I'm just gonna go for this guy and punch this in the face, if y'all don't mind. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna keep it nice, clean, and simple. You know, I'm Lieutenant Colonel M. Lieutenant Colonel Memphis can keep it nice, clean, and simple here. I got a rank up since last episode, just so y'all know. I used to be private, now I'm a Lieutenant Colonel. And yes, I do like the helmet, and I'm keeping the helmet for now. So, we're just gonna end our turn. You know, the Zark is gonna go back. I mean, clearly, that's what it says. Dinorphia Frenzy. Alright, well, I don't have monster effects, so that doesn't affect me all that much. You know, he's got this thing, but that doesn't really affect me that much. I don't have any monster effects except for the extra deck stuff. I thought this dragon was supposed to go back. Am I mistaken? During the end phase of the next 10, I see. Okay, so I'm about to take a smidge of damage. Just a little bit of damage. Not like a lot of damage. Just like a little bit of damage. Could be way worse. Could be a lot more damage. Alright, I don't like these numbers, though. This weird 1963. Back in that day. Back in Andes. Alright, so now it's our turn again. Let's go ahead and activate our Heart of the Underdog. That way, if I don't die, I will live. And we'll go ahead and activate our Summoner's Art. Get one of our high-level normies. And let's see, I need a high scale. So we're going to go for... what do I want to go for? Yeah, the Sky Dragoons of Draconia. Normally our best dude, because he lets me pop things when I do damage. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to do that with this thing on the bird. Unfortunate indeed. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and do... full count would be good if he had a face-up, but he don't. Let's go ahead and go for these two. So, now what we're going to go ahead and do, special summon from the extra deck. We'll summon from... I mean, I could summon... The thing is, if I summon everybody, he's just going to solemn judgment me. You know? So that's why we're only summoning 3. That way, if anything goes bad, I can still, you know, set things... Okay, so he's not going to do anything. Good. We'll set a monster, and we'll pass. That way, solemn judgment, still a problem, but I'm keeping my board. And that's a good thing. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, if he summons a monster, he's going to be in some trouble. Because I got the Sky Dragoons of Draconia. This doesn't have any piercing damage, right? I don't think it does. That would be a bit much. Yep. So you pay half your life. The attack of all monsters comes equal to your life. Gotcha. Alright, so let's go for Heart of the Underdog. Draw. Keep on drawing. Draw out the wazoo. Alright, Skill Drain will be immeasurably helpful. That'll bait out his Solemn Judgment. Unless he has another Solemn Judgment, which is fully possible. Although, I could bait it out now. That is an option. I'll lose a couple monsters, but I have extras. So what we're going to go ahead and do is... go for Baguska. If Baguska lives, his monster goes to defense mode. If it doesn't, he loses a Solemn Judgment. Is there a chance he's playing more than one Solemn Judgment? Yes. Do I believe he's doing it? Potentially. I'm not gonna say if I do it or not. Alright, so let's go ahead and just Pendulum summon 1 for now. I don't need to be letting this guy know all my tricks. Them tricks are mine. I stole them from those kids, and they can't have them back. Alright. So now, we'll see what this guy is able to do here. I've got 2 monsters. Obviously, they're not the biggest monsters, but they're staying on the board. Still got Skill Drain. Come on, baby. Hit my hallow. Alright. So, end phase. Let's go ahead and go for Skill Drain. We'll see if he has any more negates. Okay. At the very least, he doesn't have any negates he's willing to play. Another Heart of the Underdog. Let me think about this. I don't have anything I can play yet. So what I'm gonna have to do is activate Heart of the Underdog. Yeah, unfortunately, these are both high levels, so I'm just going to have to sit on it and hope he can't summon another monster. We'll see. It's a touch-and-go thing. It's a touch-and-go thing. I mean, I've stopped his big dino from doing things, which is good. The problem is he has, like, all these flood... Well, these aren't even, like, flood. These are negates. He's got, like, Solemn Judgment. And the other Dinorphia traps that are kind of like Judgment, but different. Okay, so he's going to take out my Horn Hunter. My Hunter of Horn. She's kind of dead. So now what? What are you going to do? Nothing? Good. Okay, so if I can just draw a normie. Perfect. Because these work in tandem. I can use them both and just keep on drawing. And just draw and draw and draw. That's the nice thing about Heart of the Underdog. Okay, so he has another one of these. Activates a spell or effect. Okay. No. Does the trap go off? Nope, good. I was about to say, if the trap goes off, that's a bad thing. Alright. The problem for me right now is... That's 3,300. Do I have I have Hallow. Brain O Tallow, but I don't have the right levels. I don't have my Candelabra. Alright, so what we're going to go ahead and do here... Summon Hallow. Summon Full Cult's Cannon. And summon Master Pendulum. We're going to play the long game here. My opponent thinks he's got me by stopping my spells. But I can play the long game. You know, he's got this the Supreme King Soul thingy. Pretty nice card. But I don't care. He's got this thing. He's just trying to stop me from spell playing, basically. He wants to summon out... Well, actually, I probably could have just allowed that, to be honest. Probably could have. Now that I think about it, because even if he summoned all those Supreme Kings, their effects are negated. We'll think about that next turn. Alright, so he's going to take out a couple more monsters. Again, not a big problem. I've still got Heart of the Underdog. I can just keep drawing out of the wazoo. I can literally draw my whole deck if I need to. Let's see. I kind of need my level... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 3. I need another level 3. And I can make Nirvana High Paladin. That's what I need. Unfortunately, I don't have it at the moment. And I can't make Trishula either. So, we're going to go ahead and do here. Just summon out 2 monsters. Actually, we'll just summon all 3. Why not? We'll just summon everything. Everything. There you go. See, sometimes you just gotta let caution fly and just go for it, man. Because, yes, normally I would have things like these, but his monsters are rather large, so I'm gonna have to just sit on it. All that really matters is keeping Hallow and a level 4 alive until I get a level 3. Make Nirvana High Paladin, who's just slightly larger than this thing, but my opponent surrenders. Okay. Well, not the one I was expecting. I wasn't hoping to go for Nirvana High Paladin. That was the plan. But my opponent, he realized I'm just a little bit too crafty for his Zark plays. Just a little bit too crafty. And, you know, he probably had a Solemn or something, but he surrendered. He admitted he couldn't stand up to Hallow power. So, I'm happy with that one. Let's go ahead for duel number 3. Maybe go for 4th duel, see how it goes. I haven't even gotten into Waking the Dragon, but we'll see how it goes. Let's go for duel 3 and see what happens. Alrighty, 3rd opponent. Don't get to pick, but we'll see how it go. We'll see how it go. By the way, if anyone's curious about today's sleeves, don't be. Just accept that they're there. Alright, so what do we have? Okay, Waking the Dragon is finally here. That's nice. Linky Slayer. Okay, that's a thing. Is this Salamangreats? I don't like Salamangreats. That's not one of my archetypes I like. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I don't think this is Salamangreat. It could be. That's still a possibility. I think this is like a link board sort of deck. Make a bunch of links. Access Code Talkers and the Light Bit Trooper. Send a dude. Oh, yeah, and then said Dotscaper. Okay, so this guy is making himself a big old link board. Gonna have a bunch of links and things. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead until this guy's done. Alrighty, so my opponent has made his board. So basically he's got the Wicked who protects this thing. And this guy protects that thing. Okay. Is what it is. I got Skill Drain, so that'll stop his Administrator. I don't have any scales at the moment. Although... Is this protected? Yeah, this can't be destroyed by card effects. Unfortunate. But we shall advance regardless. So we're going to go ahead and summon out our Magicalabra. That way I'll have a tuner. I'll have a tuner for later. So we're going to do, activate Heart of the Underdog, set Skill Drain, set Waken the Dragon, and we'll end our turn right there. And we'll see what our opponents can do. I mean, the fact is, I got Skill Drain. If he doesn't have any, any removal, then we're good. If he can't remove this, we're good. Stop all of his monster effects on board. This doesn't get any points. That don't get no points. This has no protection. This won't get protection. None of things. Nothing's got protection, man. And I got Magicalabra all set up. I can Pendulum summon him and all that good stuff. Let's see. 2 other Cybers. No cards in the hand. Okay, that doesn't do anything at the moment. He needs to get rid of 3 whole cards before that does anything. What is this guy gonna do next? He did some linky stinkies. He made this thing. What does this thing do? Make attacks up to the number of monsters this card points to. +1. Alright, let's go ahead and Skill Drain this dude. It's at 3, and I'm gonna abuse the heck out of it. That's just how the game goes, man. The card's at 3. If I don't abuse it, someone else is going to. So he is going to beat over Magicalabra. That's fine, though. That's what we want him to do. I will take damage, but it's okay. It's damage I can live through. Plus, I've got my Sky Dragoons. So what I can do is I can summon back Magicalabra, beat over Wicked, and then, Draconia will pop one of his cards, and it doesn't really matter which one I pop, but I get to pop one, and that's a good thing. So, yeah, there we go. Heart of the Underdog. Reveal the fact that I've got this thing. Draw another card. The one problem with this combo is I can only have 1 heart at the same time. Okay, that's fine, though. So let's go ahead into Sky Dragoons of a Draconia to pop things. Very good. We'll activate our Dragonhorn Hunter, which is our lower scale. And we will Pendulum summon everything. Because there's no reason not to. So we'll summon out our Lancer Dragon dude, whose name I will not be able to pronounce. Thanks to Dragonhorn Hunter, everyone gets 200 attack. Doesn't sound like much, but it's just enough for what we need to do. So we're going to attack into Wicked. Unless he's got like a Mirror Force, which I doubt. We should be good. So Wicked will get destroyed. I did damage, so I get to pop another card. And I'm just going to clear his board. I won't be able to clear all of his back row, but if this was something, you probably would have played it by now. So that'll get rid of all of his linky stinkies. Good luck to him making a link now that he has, no monster effects. And that'll be good. So this is the part where Babyface comes into play. I've got my normies. I've got my Skill Drain. I have effects. He does not. What does this do? Limit code. Any Cybers links, place a counter for each of those monsters. Summon Code Talker, blah, blah, blah. Leaves the field, destroy the equipped monster. Remove a counter. Okay, so basically just gets this. Okay. That's fine by me, I guess. It's like, go ahead, make another big link monster. Yep, Firewall Dargon. Used to be ban-worthy. Now, not even close. Not even close to being worthy of being banned. Firewall Dragon. Low-key, I did used to run Firewall in my Karibo deck. But only because its summoning requirements were just so basic and, Avermax wasn't a thing back when that was a thing. But then Avermax was a thing, and then I was like, Avermax better. Okay. So sadly I drew a tuner. I would have preferred a non-tuner, but this still works. So let's go ahead and just, summon out our Magicalabra. And I also have Hallow, but he's too low level right now for me to Pendulum summon him. But I can normally summon him. Death by Hallow. That's the plan. So let's go into Firewall Dragon. He can't do nothing with his Firewall Dragon. I'm not going to pop anything. I could, but it has to be popped by my opponent. That's the thing about Waking the Dragon. If you could pop it yourself, this thing would be ban-worthy. And we don't want the Waking the Dragon to be banned just yet. Maybe in the future. I don't know. I preferred Band Dragoon, to be honest. Not this Dragoon, but the other Dragoon. Just to make everybody clear. This dude has no relation to these dudes. That's a thing. There is a story behind the Dragoons. They're all a bunch of like lizard folk from like the land of Draconia, and they ride different things. And there's a story there. I don't know the whole story, but it's a cool story. It's a cool artwork. I really like the art. It reminds me of Magic the Gathering. But yeah, my opponent has surrendered. In this situation, he has no spell trap removal that we are aware of. I've got skill drain. This is what's going to happen. I can just keep bringing monsters back, and he's not going to have a good time. So, there is our third duel. Let's go for one more, and then we'll be good. Alrighty, fourth and final opponent up against Ash. Ash Ketchum. Ash Blossom. Some other reference to Ash. Maybe just Ash in general. I don't know. We'll find out. So, we're going second. We have a good hand for going second, just with some beatdown. We got Dragoons. We have Sky Dragoons. We have Sea Dragoons. We have all the Dragoons out of the wazoo. Let me think about this. Yeah, that'll work. So we're up against a, Umi deck. Okay, Umi. That could be a little tricky. Because if he has that, Leviathan, where I can only control, like, one non-water monster or something, that could be a problem. Yorishiro of the Aqua. Banish this card from the grave. Target Umi. To the end phase card. Umi's on the field. Okay. Okay. Abyss Shark. Okay. And then I believe we can treat this as a rank 4 or something. And he does get another shark. I don't know, folks. That sounds like a Bahamut shark coming. This card's used for... Oh, it's only for numbers. Okay. Okay, so we can make a number that is rank 3, 4, or 5. And I believe there's, the upgraded version of the one dude. Or just Stealth Kraken. That was my next choice. Okay, so he's got Stealth Kraken. All face-up monsters become water. The main phase, destroy a water monster, inflict damage. And then if he gets destroyed, he gets a bunch of tokens. But I've got Flawless Perfection. So screw you, my dude. Screw you, my dude. It's time to die. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and search real quick. Summoner's Art. Search me a let's see, what do I got? Scale I 7. Another 7. I have a 2. What's another low scale I could get into? The Hunter did pretty good, but I want to Pendulum summon everything. So, yeah, I guess we'll get Foucault's Cannon. I'm not going to use his effect, but I can still use it. What you got? You got something? I don't think you got nothing, my friend. I'm afraid I'm going to hit you with the cockiness. So we've been doing pretty good today. We've been doing fairly well. I figured with skill drain at 3, Pendulum normies, going to do a lot better. I don't think they're going to be better, but Rogue? Maybe. It's possible. So let's go for Unexpected Die. And we shall summon forth. Do I want a tuner? I guess I can go for the tuner. Why not? I don't see a reason not to. It's always good to have it, and just in case I need it. Just in case I happen to need ya. Yeah, this guy's like, dang it, my Stealth Kraken don't work. Because normally this would be an annoying thing, but in this case, it don't do jack. So we'll summon out our Sea Dragoons, and we'll summon out our regular Dragoons, and we shall go for the battle phase. Yeah, nice effort, my dude. But that ain't gonna work. Sorry to tell you, it don't work that way. So let's go ahead and attack with the Candelabra. The magical candelabra of magic. It's weird, this thing's called the Magic it's actually called Magic Calibra. So it's really not a candelabra. It's a scale. But, you know, I like to think it's a candelabra, even though it's a scale. The cosmic scale. But it often places the stars on the wrong side, like an amateur. Alright. So he'll get out his Krogan spawn. They both get a material. And they're both bigger than I am. Alright. See, I could make Baguska. Let me think. If your opponent can special summon a effect monster, control face down, or a non-effect monster. So many things, so many options, what to do. And I can't make my Draco Master because I need a Link. Well, I can make a Link monster. Why not? So what we're gonna do, make Link Spider. This ain't a water monster, so I don't know what he's waiting for. He probably has like a trap of some form. And we are going to make our Draco Master of the Tenyi. Yeah, we'll make the Draco Master of the Tenyi. It'll be nice. Nice and easy for my opponent. Ah, he does have Torrential. Unfortunate. Can he bring back the Krogan? I think he can. I mean, I could still do stuff about the Krogan. But I need to draw another one of my big monsters here. Alright. Dang old Stealth Krogan. Ever since this guy showed up, he took over water decks. Used to only be Bahamut Shark, but now this guy... He certainly shows up. No. No, I do not need to blow up my field spell. I kinda need that. Kinda need that. Alright. Probably should have just kept my board, but... Again, this is a Pendulum deck. I have all my monsters in the extra deck when I need them. His Stealth Krogan, normally a problematic monster, doesn't do me any sort of problems. So, level 7 monster, water that lists Umi. So is he going for the Leviathan now? That's a question. That's the good question. Is he gonna make the Leviathan now? Possible. It's possible. We'll find out. It is possible. What's he gonna add, dude? Alright, so he is gonna get the Leviathan. Okay. And he's gonna use this thing in the grave. What does this do? Target of water on the field can't summon for the next day, except for exceeds. Summon this card. Okay, so he gets tribute fodder. I was kind of hoping he didn't have any tribute fodder. Yeah, so he has the Leviathan. He can only control one face-up non-water monster. And because of Stealth Krogan, everything becomes a water monster. And he's got the Sea Stealth that summons the thing during the battle phase. Summon a water, hand, or graveyard in defense mode. Destroy end of battle phase. Okay. Tricky. Certainly tricky. But so long as I live, I can bring back Draconia, beat into the Stealth Krogan. Does that change? Yeah, that changed permanent. So I can just beat into Krogan, and then pop the Leviathan. Okay. I'm still good. Looks troublesome, and it is, but I have outs to it, thanks to my good old field spell. Thank you, field spell. You do me some good work. You know, that's a nice thing about this, this field spell. It works for any normal monster. We're playing a whole bunch of normal monsters. If I still had a monster, I'd be drawing cards. But it is what it is. It is what I probably shouldn't have made that. I was like, let's make a Draco Master. I'll have nice scales set up for the next turn. I just didn't want to take no damage. But, bit of a mistake there. Okay, so he's got the Sea Stealth. Destroy at the end of the battle phase. Yep, so he gets bring this back. I guess he just did that to do it, because there's no real reason to have that on the board. Alright. So we will take our damage, as one does, and we will continue to go. I just realized I just chose a shirt at random. Got the good old Stars and Stripes shirt today. Very patriotic today. And we're not even playing a very patriotic-themed deck. Unless Normal Pendulums have something to do with America. I don't think it does, but it could. It could. Okay, so now my opponent sets another card. Now it's our turn for the counter attack. Ooh, skill drain. Nice. That is going to help immeasurably. So let's bring back our Dragoons of Draconia. That's right, my dude. I have the Dragoons of Draconia. What say you to that? Got something? Maybe? Maybe not? Alright. We'll go into the battle phase then. Yep, Sea Stealth Attack will bring back another monster. Still don't know why. Because that's just going to let me draw 2 cards. Kyrian of the Reef. Summon 2 water okay, so he has still stealth. He has the other Sea Stealth Attack. Oh, and, how's this card work again? This counts as Umi, that's right. Banish a water monster. This turn face up spell. Start of the damage step. Water monster level of 5 or higher battles. Destroy that monster. Okay. He has that thing and the whale. What does the whale do again? During your opponent's battle phase, target face up monster they control destroy. Okay, that doesn't do me any problems. I don't think any of this is really hurting me all that much. Not really. I mean, it's annoying for sure, but that's about it. Because I'm still unaffected by your stuff, my dude. Plus, if I can just beat into Krog and I can get around Sea Stealth Attack. That's the thing. So let's go ahead and pop a card. Should I get rid of the Sea Stealth Attack? That's a good question. I probably should. Take a Water Warrior, add to hand or special. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this. I'd rather get rid of that for now. Yeah, don't pretend like you have more of those spawns. Okay. So we'll set Skill Drain. Activate the Heart of the Underdog. And... oh yeah, Philcilla. I forgot about that one. Okay, so it just gets bigger. Not a problem. Alright. Still touch and go, but we've got our Skill Drain. He's got the Pot of the Extravagant, but that's about it. The question is, can he OTK from here? If he can, not so good. If he cannot, we're good. Let's Skill Drain here. That'll force him to do stuff to get around things. Yeah, so now the Thessalia doesn't do anything. Fortress Whale, still rather big, but I can deal with it thanks to, you know, my Draconians. Alrighty, I think we're good. Maybe, I think so. I mean, I'm gonna get to draw more cards. That's always good. And yeah, you have your jellyfish. Good job. It ain't gonna do you much good. So that's 34. Oh, no, I think I might actually be dead here. Oh, if I'm doing the math right, I think I'm actually dead. Oh, wait, was this? Target monster, the number of water. Oh, he's just gonna blow me up. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be game right there. Gosh darn it. Don't you hate it when you have the perfect strategy going and the opponent just has a whale? Just a whale of a good time. Well, good on the Umi player. He played his deck fairly well, and I cannot fault him. So, a loss is a loss. Let's go ahead for the end screen. Talk more about the Pendulums. Alrighty, Normie Pendulums went 3 out of 4. Doing pretty much what I would hope that they would do in this format where Skill Drain is at 3. There's no reason that we should be doing any less than this. Unless our opponent is just, like, completely terrified of our back row and they're just playing nothing but Spell Trap removal. But, you know, Waking the Dragon was there if it was ever going to come down to that. So I'm happy with how the deck turned out. We were just, you know, having some nice, clean, normal Pendulum times. Summoning out our monsters. Doing some beatdown. I didn't even need these fusions. I barely used my extra deck for that matter. I mean, I only used like Horus really, but it is what it is. So I'm happy with how the deck turned out. It did pretty good. I am happy with how it turned out. So thank you all very much at home for watching. I might take tomorrow off. Actually, I've not been feeling too great today. If I can make a video, I will. If I can't, I'll let you guys know. But whenever we do duel, whether it be tomorrow or the next, we will be playing an Odd Eyes Performapal deck, which I'm still trying to make sure that it's both good but a little whimsical at the same time. So, working on that. So, thank you all very much for watching. Your boy Memphis signing out for now. I'll see you guys again next time. Take care.